What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Duran, and we're here to talk more Celtics basketball as the Boston Celtics defeat the Philadelphia 76ers 88-87. And let's just talk about this game because I don't know whether to be happy or sad. You ever watch a game that you like, hey, we won, but it felt like we should have lost this game? Let's go ahead and run down everything that happened in this game. Let's start from the end to the beginning because let's just go in reverse because that's who the Celtics are. They're chaos, and so we'll be chaotic. Last shot, what the hell? Why is Dennis getting these last shots? I think Dennis has pictures on Ime Udoka. I think he does. I think he might have pictures on Ime Udoka. He might be best friends with Nia Long. I mean, I just don't get it. Why is Tatum sitting in the corner? The 26 points, 16 rebounds, 9 of 20. That's 40%. 3 of 8. 5 of 5 at the free throw line. I mean, what does a guy have to do to get the last shot? Just, be the best player on the court? I just don't get, what was that? And then we had 2 timeouts left. Like, even if you wanted to get the ball to Dennis Schroeder to go ahead and make a play, why don't you call a timeout and get a play for Dennis Schroeder? Like, why? What are we doing with Dennis out there, man? I just don't get it at the end of games. Like, he looked awful at the end of the game, by the way. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take that back. He looked okay. It was like portions. He looked awful, though. And then also, another thing that stood out to me, Jaylen Brown. Why do we have Jaylen Brown out there? He looks hurt. Jaylen Brown looks 80% of the player that we know him to be. I mean, he got caught ball watching because he's resting on defense. And it's just like, I mean, good defense to close the game by Jaylen Brown. And that's just because he's, physically, athletically gifted. Like one of the most physically and athletically gifted players in the NBA. At 100%. But here, we saw him, clutching his hamstring every other play. Every other shot. I mean, he just doesn't look 100% of himself. At all. He doesn't even look 80% of himself. Like, that looks like the worst version of Jaylen Brown that I've seen so far. This hamstring injury is kicking his ass. It is. Another thing I noticed. Al Horford still owns Joel Embiid. Oh, my God. I mean, this is just, brutally bad now. Now he's in his head. And before you even say COVID, Joel Embiid came back and was dominating, 2 other teams before he came and played this game. He comes out here, 3 of 17, 13 points, 18 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, he just didn't want any parts of Al Horford. I mean, this is their first matchup since Al Horford was traded. Joel Embiid did not want any parts of Al Horford. Taking jumpers. I'm just what is Joel Embiid doing out there? I know that Philly fans are mad because me watching that as a fan of Joel Embiid was kind of mad. I was like, what is he doing? It was just jumpers. And a Celtics fan in me was like, I'll take it. But it's just wow. 3 of 17. That's horrible. Also, Shake Milton. Why does Shake Milton terrible in literally every single other game for the Sixers? And why does he play good against the Celtics only? It feels like he only plays good against the Celtics. He is not a good player. Honestly, I feel like our perception of Shake Milton is way higher than everyone else's perception of Shake Milton because we've only really seen good Shake Milton. The only games we see from Shake Milton, we're okay, he's pretty good. But all the other Sixer fans are he's not very good. It is what it is. Shout out to Jason Tatum for showing up for this game, man. Shout out to Jason Tatum. I mean, he was the sole reason that we won, in my opinion. I mean, I'll give Ime Udoka credit, man. His team could defend. This is a great defensive game, by the way. I mean, they were getting after it, hounding. Al Horford, locking Embiid up. Marcus Smart was getting after it. Tatum, Brown at the end. Josh Richardson. This team can defend, but we got to get this offense figured out. It's horrible. The half-court offense stinks. I don't get why. And why are we walking the ball up when we just suck on the half court? I just don't get it. Why do we have this slow, just grind you out offense? And it's just awful. And it's pass, bad shot. Pass, contested shot. Pass, rush, contested shot. And I'm just what are we doing in the half court? Drive, kick back out. And it's just like, no one's moving, no one's cutting, no one's setting screens for the off-ball player. Like, we're not doing any of that. It's 5 out, space out, drive to the rim, kick it out, and break. And I'm not gonna be mad. I mean, we shot the ball pretty well tonight, 11 of 28. Okay, we caught fire a little bit late, but just to start this game, I mean, they got to get this offense together, man. It's getting hard to watch. It's getting really hard to watch some of these slumps. But hey, they got a big game coming up. We get 2 games over 500, guys. Finally did it. Finally got 2 games over 500. Been a while. But as always, guys, I have nothing left for the video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.